Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to use our email finder tool. This tool accepts any given website and it will scan every page of that website, downloading the HTML and then trying to find email addresses within the HTML. Now you may want to do this because you want to scrape a big email list to market to, although please check the laws in your country, and you may also want to do it because some advertising platforms allow you to target users by email address. So you might want to scrape a small bodybuilding forum and then target people with bodybuilding ads on certain platforms because you know they're into bodybuilding because their email address was on a bodybuilding forum. There's lots of reasons you might want email addresses. So now you know what the tool does. We'll go through the settings and then show you it in action. So let's go through the settings here. So the setting here, look for obfuscated email addresses. So sometimes people will put their email address on their contact page, but they'll deliberately put it in a way where automated systems can't pick it up. But if we can reliably see that that's been done, then we can convert it into a proper email address. So this setting here, this is quite an important one. So if you want to scrape for a forum, for example, and get users' emails, you would untick that because you want emails like gmail.com. But if you're scraping a website where you only want emails that belong to that website, for example, if you're scraping cooking.com and you only want to find people who have a cooking.com email, then you would keep that ticked. But if you want anybody's email that is on that website, then you would untick it. Next we have perform DNS check on domain in email address. So if we scrape a load of emails and the domain is something like, as we said, cooking.com, we'll check that cooking.com exists, and that means it's way more likely to be a valid email if the domain exists. We do actually have another tool called Email Cleaner where you can take the results of this tool of emails you found scraping and put them into the Email Cleaner tool to make sure they're extra likely to be valid emails. And then the final setting here, only show the same email once, so that just makes things a lot easier to read, because sometimes in the footer in a website you might have the email again and again and again, and you don't want it showing for literally every single page on the website because there's an email address in the website's footer. And then here we have how quickly you want to scan the website. If you know the website can handle a lot of connections and it won't block the IP address we're scanning from, then you can crank it up to whatever. But if you're unsure, I'd probably put it down to 5, and that will allow us to scan a website without our IP address getting blocked because we're loading too many pages too quickly. So now we've gone through the settings and we've got our own little website here just as an example. We'll start scanning pages for emails, and we'll come back in a minute when it's downloaded every page and checked for email addresses. So that scan was super quick because there's not that many web pages on our website, and as you can see it found our email address on our contact page here. So hopefully you can see it's a super simple tool just for pulling out email addresses from websites for your marketing purposes. And that concludes our demo. As always, thank you for watching.